Hello, Midshore friends, and welcome back to What's Good Wednesday on Radio Chesapeake. I'm Jamie Dingler, and as always, I'm thrilled to spend this time with you, lifting up the people, programs, and possibilities that make our region shine. Today's show is full of milestones, creativity, community leadership, and even a little time out on the water. So let's dive right in. Kent School is preparing to celebrate its 57th graduation on Wednesday, June 3rd, honoring the achievements of the class of 2026. This year's ceremony carries a special note of homecoming as the school welcomes distinguished alumna Helen Camerzell from the class of 2009 as their graduation speaker. Helen's story is one that reflects both the values and the vision Kent School instills in its students. After graduating, she built a career in consulting, working across the country to help communities prepare for, respond to, and recover from major natural disasters. Her work has taken her into some of the most challenging environments, where she's helped reimagine how government can better serve people in their most vulnerable moments. And she's returning to Chestertown to share reflections on leadership, perseverance, and the lasting impact of a Kent School education. The ceremony will take place Tuesday, June 3rd at 10 a.m. in the M.V. Mike Williams Gymnasium on Kent School's scenic Riverside campus in historic Chestertown. If you'd like to learn more about the school and its programs for students from preschool through grade 8, visit kentschool.org. And speaking of graduations, we have another group of students stepping proudly into their next chapter. Last week, 6 students plus 2 additional retail class students graduated from the DOORS program through Benedictine School's Easton Training Center. DOORS, which stands for Division of Rehabilitation Services, provides students with hands-on experience in retail, hospitality, self-advocacy, and work readiness. They also receive post-secondary education and job exploration counseling, giving them a strong foundation for independence and future employment. Benedictine shared their congratulations with all of the graduates for their hard work, and we definitely echo that here. These students have put in the effort, built new skills, and are ready to take on what comes next. If you'd like to learn more about Benedictine and the programs they offer, visit benschool.org. Another group of graduates celebrating the season is the senior class at Y River Upper School. Their recent graduation ceremony honored students who are heading off in a wide range of directions, from Goucher College and McDaniel College to Anne Arundel and Howard County Community Colleges, from Stevenson and Washington College to Salisbury University, and even into apprenticeships in HVAC and other skilled trades. Their academic interests are just as varied: writing, engineering, culinary arts, environmental science, health sciences, history, and more. It's a reminder that success doesn't follow one path. It follows the path that fits each student best. Congratulations to the Y River Upper School class of 2026 as they move into their next adventures. Now let's shift from graduations to galleries, because the Academy Art Museum has opened a remarkable new exhibition that invites visitors to explore history, culture, and creativity through a powerful lens. This summer, the museum presents Under the Mexican Sky, a revolution in modern photography, an exhibition featuring more than 50 vintage photographs created during a pivotal moment of artistic exchange between the United States and Mexico. The exhibit opened on May 23rd and will run through October 11th, giving you plenty of time to experience it. In the decades following the Mexican Revolution, Mexico became a magnet for artists from around the world, especially American photographers seeking new creative direction. They were drawn by the country's light, landscapes, and vibrant cultural life, and the work they produced helped redefine modern photography. At the same time, Mexican photographers were shaping their own powerful visual language, contributing to a dynamic cross-cultural dialogue that still resonates today. The exhibition is presented as part of the museum's Maryland 250 initiative, celebrating the 250th anniversary of America's independence. All works in the exhibition come from the collection of Michael Mattis and Judith Hochberg, and the show is organized by Art to Art Circulating Exhibitions. To learn more about this exhibit and others, visit academyartmuseum.org. And while we're on the subject of art, the Midshore Council on Family Violence is calling on artists across the region to participate in a powerful and meaningful project. They are currently seeking artists for their upcoming Soul Strength exhibition, which will take place October 21st through 31st at the Market at Dover Station, as well as other satellite locations across the Midshore, in honor of Domestic Violence Awareness Month. They're about halfway to their goal of recruiting 30 artists, and they're looking for creators across all disciplines: painting, sculpture, woodwork, metal, fiber, mixed media, and more. Each participating artist will receive a survivor story and a pair of donated shoes to use as inspiration. The shoes don't have to be incorporated into the artwork, but they can be if the artist chooses. Artists will be filmed during their creative process, offering a behind-the-scenes look at how these stories are interpreted and transformed into art. Completed pieces will be due by September 28th, and the exhibition will culminate in a silent auction on October 31st. If you're an artist who would like to participate, send your name, studio, county, contact information, links to your work, and a brief description of your medium, method, and vision for the project to Catherine Roper at croper@mscfv.org by May 30th. And we're going to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere. We have more good news coming your way. Stay tuned. Welcome back to What's Good Wednesday on Radio Chesapeake. I'm Jamie, and we're rolling right back into the stories that make our community shine. Talbot Humane has announced an exciting new chapter in its nearly 95-year history with the appointment of Lucille Hughes as its first Director of Advancement. This newly created leadership role is designed to elevate philanthropy, deepen community engagement, and support the organization's long-term growth. And she brings a wealth of experience to the position. She has led major gift initiatives, capital campaigns, and comprehensive advancement programs that have strengthened donor engagement and increased organizational visibility. Talbot Humane's Executive Director, Patty Crankshaw Quimby, called Hughes a dynamic and proven advancement leader whose experience aligns perfectly with where the organization is headed. Board President Bridget Horner echoed that sentiment, noting that Talbot Humane is already recognized as the Eastern Shore's leading animal welfare organization, and that Hughes's leadership will help expand that impact even further. As the organization approaches its 95th anniversary, Talbot Humane is focused on investing in facilities, programs, and partnerships that will serve animals and people across the region for decades to come. Hughes shared that she's honored to join Talbot Humane at such a pivotal moment, saying the organization has built an incredible reputation for excellence, innovation, and heart. She emphasized their commitment to ensuring every animal receives the care they deserve and that every member of the community benefits from that commitment. To learn more about Talbot Humane or get involved, visit talbothumane.org or email Hughes at advancement@talbothumane.org. And finally, today we head out on the water for a story full of skill, spirit, and sportsmanship. The Spring Recovering Warrior Sailing Regatta, sponsored by Move United, was one of Chesapeake Region Accessible Boating, or CRAB's, best in many years. 6 warriors raced in perfect weather conditions with steady 10 to 13 mile per hour winds from the south. Even with 1-foot seas and the occasional 2 to 3 foot boat wake, these sailors handled 5 tough races with determination and heart. The event began with a moving moment of ceremony as CRAB's own Joel McCord played a solo rendition of the national anthem on trumpet. CRAB President Bo Bollinger served as pro for the regatta, with Tom French and Mitch Buckman handling scoring. Admiral Elizabeth Bollinger captured photos at the start and finish lines, while Fleet Director Leo Scanlon drove the Mark boat alongside Alan Adamson, who provided excellent on-water photography. The final scoring was incredibly close, just 1 point separated first and second place. First place went to Richard Crotty, a longtime crab sailor, with Ed Reel as volunteer skipper and Mimi Engelsman as crew. Second place was earned by Rear Admiral Tim McGee, sailing with his regular crab volunteer USNA crewmate Paul Van Cleve and Maud Lawrence. Third place went to Bill Urich with Dylan Hale and Ken Wise. And the coveted Spirit Award was presented to Jackie Costas for her enthusiasm throughout the regatta and in the lead up to the event. It was a day that showcased not only skill and competition, but also resilience, camaraderie, and the power of adaptive sports to bring people together. And that brings us to the end of this week's roundup of good news from across the Midshore. If your local nonprofit has something to celebrate, send it to me at wednesday@bewhatsgood.com to be featured on an upcoming segment. Now go out, get involved, and I'll meet you back here next Wednesday for more of What's Good here on the Midshore.